Okay, folks, let me know if I'm the jerk. I think this is a funny story. Lovely Bride does not. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment on either side of this story. Okay, wife was on a vacation or trip. She probably stayed with one of our kids. So I was home alone. Again, wife and I are in our 60s, young 60s. But a buddy calls me up and said his 20-year-old daughter and her boyfriend were stranded in my state. They're in a different state, and I'm in a resort area. They were on spring break, a couple of 20-year-olds. So I'll continue the story. I know there's only 1 minute, so click the link below for the whole story. Leave a comment, thumbs up, share, because I know most of the guys are on this channel. Let the wives and girlfriends know. I'll continue. So the buddy calls me up and says his 20-year-old daughter is stranded with her boyfriend because they booked a hotel and I guess they're 20 and they couldn't get in it. So I tell him, he asked me, is there anything I could do? I said, well, they're in my state. I didn't think I was that far away, but I was probably about 3 hours away from them. I said, wife's not here, they can stay with me. Clean up the upstairs and have their own bathroom and they can do their own thing. And this is a resort area I'm living in. And of course, I'm a typical guy. I asked my buddy, they want 1 room or 2 rooms? And he says, well, typical guy, he didn't know. He doesn't want to know. His 20-year-old daughter has. All you guys with daughters will understand that, which I understand. So I gave him the address and he gave me their number and I gave him my number and said, here's the address. You guys have a hard time. You can't beat the rent free here. Maybe I'll even take them out to dinner. I don't know if they wanted to hang out with an old guy. But, they showed up probably around midnight. And I asked them, you want 1 room or 2 rooms? And I had to clean up the rooms. They were always clean anyway. But they said, if I didn't mind, I didn't care. And so they stayed here a couple days. Did I tell the wife? No, I did not tell the wife. Because if I asked the wife, she would have said no. Now the wife's all upset because, I vacuumed, I cleaned up the house, I made the bed, I washed the linens. And, it took the wife a couple days when she came home. And she came up to me and said, who's been here? In a very accusing way. And of course, I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. I saw you caught me. Yeah, I told her the story. Yeah, a buddy called and I let his daughter and boyfriend stay, and I even took them out to dinner. And she was upset beyond belief. Here I'm laughing. How'd you find out? Of course, she's got all those stupid pillows on the spare bed, and of course I didn't make the bed right. And she says I never vacuum, so she caught me. And then she tells all her friends, how dare I have another woman in the house without her even knowing about it? So, am I the jerk? And of course, now I got to deal with this crap weeks later because she's still finding long hairs. I found his long hair. Thinking, this is weeks later, I've already forgotten about that story. I'm going, was it mine or is it yours? And her friends are mad at me too, her girlfriends. Says, oh, how dare you bring another woman into the house? And of course, the story always gets better. It's like, I go to her girlfriend's house when I have to go in the office and I stay at her place. And I take her out to dinner. Because, I'm staying at her place and it's never an issue. But now she's afraid to come to this house if my wife's not here. Because I'm going, why does that matter? Nothing's going to happen. And says, it's just not right. So leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what side of the fence you're on. Was I wrong to let a couple of 20-year-olds, which, listening to their stories are, if you're in your 60s, talk to a couple of 20-year-olds, they're like, wow, they're a couple of space cadets. But let me know in a comment where you fit on this realm of, am I the jerk for letting a couple of 20-year-olds stay here and not telling the wife? Yeah, maybe I could have told her, but if I told her, she would have said no. So let's avoid the drama. And if I get caught, not that I did anything wrong, it's my house. I have to constantly remind her that it's not her house, it's our house at best. But I'm sure I contributed 3 times as much as she has. But again, thumbs up, subscribe. If you like these stories, let me know. Leave a comment, maybe forward it and share the story to the girlfriends and the wives to see how they think about it. But I don't think I did anything wrong. I'm not the jerk. And why are women so mean? Unbelievable.